Alright, well today I thought we would examine one of the earliest English booklets or books put out by those who were studying in the Bujinkan, early Togakureru ninjutsu. So one of the earliest booklets that I know of from a practitioner of the art is this one here by Stephen Hayes. And so this was called Ninja Combat Methods. So this was published back in 1975, and there are 3 editions that I know of. There's this one here, which is a very small format, and then there is a larger version here, and there's also one that is of an orange cover. I think it's more this size, but I do not own a copy of it. The difference between this one and this one has to do with the section on. There's actually a difference between the two. Other than the size. This one here talks about philosophy, and this one here talks about this one here talks about kujikiri. So the smaller book discusses philosophy, and then the bigger version of it has some illustrations and talks about the kujikiri. I don't know which one was first. I don't know which edition is first. I think the orange covered edition is first, and I'm not sure, but I think it was a smaller like this. Somebody in the comments, if you know the order that these were published in, if you know which one was first, and do you know if there's any other editions. As far as I know, there's only 3 editions. That may or may not be the case. So some slight differences. Otherwise, everything else in these is basically the same thing, just one is in a smaller format. Now, I don't recommend that anybody purchase these who's not a collector or somebody looking for just the historical value that this would have, because there's really nothing in here that is unique that you can't find elsewhere in more recent books and things like that. A lot of this information is pretty much basic. For the time, it was revolutionary because back in 1975 and the early 80s, there were very few people outside of Japan, even inside Japan, but outside of Japan, who had any clue as to the actual art of the Bujinkan, the ninja, ninjutsu, and the like. So I wouldn't recommend anybody purchase these unless they're looking to collect. If you're a collector, if you're interested in preserving the past, historical research, something along those lines, then they would hold a bit of value. But the problem is you're going to pay anywhere between $75 and $150 for one of these. That's what I paid. I paid between $75 and about $125. They're not terribly common. I haven't found them very often being sold online, either in eBay or somewhere else, but they pop up from time to time. And again, if you wanted to pick one of these up, you're going to pay in a pretty penny for these. Okay, hopefully that was helpful.